Okay, we are revisiting the oil leak for this 2006 Altima. I pulled the air take boot off so we can get a better look at things. And looking at this, first of all, let me show you the oil. There's oil all here, and it's puddling down on the transmission, okay, and the little crevices on the transmission. I had hired a mechanic to fix this, and he assured me it was going to be the valve cover, and I told him no, I'd already replaced the valve cover. He says, well, you probably did it wrong. So I went ahead and had them do it, so I know for a fact that it was done right or whatever. I also requested that they replace the camshaft sensor O-ring. Well, the camshaft sensor goes right there, okay? I've already removed it, and I've put a new O-ring on there. The old O-ring had a big crack in it and was hard like a rock. So they did not do it. They just took my money and didn't do shit. I guess they changed the oil. So I'm a little pissed, but basically I'm not gonna use their services anymore because they're full of shit, okay? So pretty sure this is gonna fix the oil leak. If you look at it, you can see there's oil underneath where I took it off. Of course, that could have dripped down when I opened it, but you can see down here there's oil underneath that area, and it's of course the wind and stuff as you're driving will blow it over onto the transmission. So I'm about to replace this with a fatter one. The original one was kind of thin. I'm going to try to squeeze a fat one in there so I know it won't be leaking. So I'll clean this up. If it's still leaking after I replace it, then it's got to be something else, but I'm pretty confident this is going to fix it. So this is what the camshaft sensor looks like. It's only one 10mm bolt to get to it. You do need to remove the intake, and all I did was I unhooked the air cleaner clips, and I undid this hose that plugs into it, and there's also a connector. So that's it. Pretty simple. Anyone can do it. It takes half hour, probably an hour if you're anal about it. So that's it. I just wanted to make this update video. Alrighty then, got it back together. I cleaned up the oil as best I could with some paper towels. There's no more puddles of oil. I got the new O-ring in there, and the sensor's all plugged in, and everything's plugged in. And I wanted to talk a little bit about this O-ring that was in there. This one was a thinner O-ring, probably the original. It's probably the correct one, but I put a fatter one in there, and it didn't have any problems putting it in, so it should be fine. But you can tell this is original. It's very hard. It doesn't feel like the new one I put in there. Also, it's not perfectly round. It's flattened on the diameter, I guess, whatever the term is. It's squared instead of round, instead of circular. So definitely bad. Also, if you look really close, you'll see a small crack in it. So all of these are telltale signs, right? This crack is right there where my fingernail, well, can't see it. Right where my fingernail is, there's a crack in it. So definitely hard, brittle, old. That definitely was needing to be replaced. Whether it was the source of the huge amount of oil being lost, I don't know. Time will tell. And I guess I will eventually have a follow-up to let people know if this fixed it or not. But it needed to be replaced anyway. And if you have one of these old cars and it's never been replaced, probably needs to be done. Hey, thanks for watching, guys.